Mm. 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 All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. How are you all on this fine, thirsty Thursday evening? Some of y'all are probably at the bar doing happy hour, getting lit as fuck because you're off tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And all that good shit. Yes. But I cannot forget, while we are still in on Thursday, it's your boy's birthday. Yes. 34 years young. That made it to another year on this crazy ass planet that we know as Earth and all that good shit, right? Sorry. Pardon me. I've been sipping, but that is not the case. Why I am here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey! A big shout out to Biana Chi and the wacky world of OTV. Shout outs to y'all. Thank you. I appreciate the birthday shout outs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank God a Demon Prince get to see another fucking year. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that, you know what I mean, if you stay out the way and keep yourself distanced from ignorant shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to live a more healthier and positive life while being on this planet. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. But, look, listen. I know some folks can't handle the realness, but at least listen to what I gotta say. All right? Because, you know, yeah, I know it's gonna fall on deaf ears, but maybe one day, just one fucking day at a time, you'll probably thank me for these wise words that I'm probably going to say tonight. And let's get to it, man. Let's get all the way the fuck to it. So, you know, I know, like, fellas, like, I understand, like, y'all being ashamed of that, you know, dating a BBW, and you know what I mean? You have every single right, you know, on your preferred women that you want to spend your life with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear you. You know what I mean? I'm the same way too. Like, it's like, don't try to throw the veil on men's eyes and all, and you know how they saw you when they first met you, when you were in your top tier shape. You know what I mean? And when I mean that, like, I don't mean that just because of sports and all that, ladies. But let's keep it all the way real, man. Like, health is fucking wealth in this day and age. You know what I mean? No matter if you graduated high school or college, like, you still gotta keep on top of things. You know what I mean? And it's no different than, you know, us brothers. You know, some of us brothers that were in sports but got injured, and then, you know what I mean, we let life pass us by and we ain't did nothing about, like, you know, rehabilitating ourselves in a healthy format. Yeah, look, listen, I'm not here to judge nobody, because, you know, one thing about life, it's very unpredictable, and only time can tell that, you know, you either did something about it or you didn't. You know, truth be told. But ladies, listen. You men are visual creatures. And if we saw you the way you were before you decided to let yourself go, like, you can't get mad at the critique, because you're asking us as your man, like, you need to do better. It's like, how you want a critic and you can't handle the critique? Same thing with us fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Same thing. Same fucking thing, man. Like, if you lived the life on how your parents, like, raised you, You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? The only person you need to blame on why you dropped the ball and let yourself go, and you know what I mean, good, bad, or ugly way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get mad at the dude who took the time out to take interest in you. Like, let's get it twisted, man. Like, either if you were in your best prime, like, there are men that will probably ignore you because because you're not serious about yourself. You know, same thing about us brothers. You know what I mean? You won't take us seriously unless we decide to take ourselves seriously. And you gotta understand, like, men and women are wired very differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just speak from a man's perspective because, one, I got a dick. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are very visual creatures. If we like what we see about you ladies, like, you can't knock us. Because, one, like, God gave you that. God gave you that physique. That natural physique. You know what I mean? And this ain't like anybody that tries to work on trying to be like, you know what I mean? You know, trying to have the body of a goddess. You know what I'm saying? Like, what man wouldn't want to come home to a woman, you know what I mean, in her best Victoria's Secret see-through set. You know what I'm saying? Who like come on. Come on. It's like how did that boy Cool to say, like, how you met them and how you got them is how you gonna fucking lose them. You know what I mean? This is not just only just for men, but women too. You know, it's vice versa. This ain't no one-way street. I mean, ladies, if you met this dude when he's was in his top tier, like, you would want to you would give him a truthful critique if he asked you, like, is he slacking? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, listen, you, like, we live in such a soft ass society where we, as folks in this goofy ass and soft ass society, where we just normalize just letting ourselves go is normal. And we all know that is not normal. Like, just think about it. And I'll put this in a hip hop perspective. You know, we had a lot of talented individuals that were very gifted, but they had a health problem. And they waited too little too late to actually fix that situation. You know what I'm saying? And this, you know, and it's like like I said, man, like, health is wealth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck if you got the bag. Anybody can have the bag. But if you're not taking care of yourself individually, like, what's the point of enjoying that fucking bag if you're shortening your lifespan due to obituary activities? Think about it, man. Think about it. Now, listen, I know some folks can't handle the realness of what I'm saying, but at least listen if you really care about wanting to set yourself straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, set yourself straight. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, the person who's gonna sort you out is usually you. Now, the people outside or around you, around your vessel, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you their honest critique about you. If you were this, that, and the third type of person, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are no excuses on how and why you let yourself go after high school and after college. And now I can understand, you know, if you were like an athletic person in high school or throughout your college days, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's understandable that you're gonna get injured. You know, on the way they do not manage their players either in high school sports or college sports. But as an individual, that's up to you if you want to rehabilitate yourself back to what you were, but better. You know what I'm saying? Better. You know, and not just for, you know, for the opposite sex, fellas, but for yourself. For yourself. You know what I mean? And shout outs to everybody that had tuned in tonight. Damn. But hey, listen. I am not complaining. As long as you hear and you listen to what a demon prince got to fucking say and shit, hey, I cannot complain about anything. You know what I'm saying? It's better than having no viewers or anybody that just came into the chat at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, we gotta look at ourselves as individuals, and not just us men, but ladies, you too. You know what I'm saying? If you always depressed, then you already know the answer to your fucking question. It's like we would know the answer of our own fucking question. Are we slacking off? The answer to that question is yes, we are. Because of comfortability. You know what I mean? You always got to make yourself uncomfortable, so you don't end up being comfortable and just, you know, being you as you are, as of current. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, man? You know what, Chi? I say this. If you are a complicated person, chances are you're going to make relationships complicated. That's word is bond. I mean, some of us have probably seen cousins and all that you know, turn the other cheek because I don't know for what reason, but if the relationship is becoming complicated, why are you going to remain in that complicated relationship? Or if people were actually real adults and actually had these type of communications, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I don't think people would try to abandon ship so quickly when it's just a small leak in the ship. On some real shit. Sorry, y'all. Like, I love the smell and the taste of alcohol. Just like I love the smell and the taste of marijuana. But yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? You absolutely right. But I will ask this question. Are you a solution-based type of dude, or you just a nihilistic dude that just want to see everything fucking burn? You know what I mean? Including your relationship. I'll wait. I'll wait for y'all answers. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to go to work until 12 o'clock. So tomorrow, that is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, listen, like, you don't have to listen to the realness, but one way or another, or one of these days, you're gonna say I was right. Because it's not just because I want to be right, it's because I actually, you know, I could have been in these, you know, situations and actually experienced those situations. You know what I'm saying? But as the individual, you are the driver of your own vessel. Nobody else. All right, like this ain't the antebellum slavery days, okay? Like we are our own Lord, self, and master of whatever we put our minds to. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm not even a 5%er, but like I am very, very vocal about, you know, self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of yourself as an individual, as you're living and breathing in this toxic world that we living in. And let me just say this, the world is not toxic. The world is just being its planetary self. It's the inhabitants of people on this planet that are fucking toxic. I mean, let's keep a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is goofy. Now, who the fuck wants to be nihilistic about their lives and knowing very well they have a lot of potential just because of one fuck up? And like I said, this just doesn't apply to men, but also women as well. And for the fun fact, for those wishing me a happy birthday, I am a Capricorn. just keeping that in mind. My birthday is today, December 22nd. I'm not listening to what these crazy white folks saying, trying to change the rules like fucking foosball and shit. Nah. I'm respectfully a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. happy birthday, and shout out to my fellow December zodiac signs who also share, you know what I mean, share the winter madness along with us fellow Capricorns. And I'm gonna just say it like this, man. If you were born in the season of winter, man, like, you are a strong individual. Because a lot of people who were born in, you know what I mean, the warm, you know what I mean, the warm seasons like spring and summer and shit, like, no shade, but I will say this, like, for those who was born in, you know what I mean, winter, you know what I mean, we the strongest. Cause I damn sure ain't complaining about being in New York for my entire life. That is fucking cold as shit during this time around. Like, I never really complained about saying, oh, I want to go to Florida. But then we be forgetting that we wasn't a born residents in Florida, that they got a lot of fucking hurricanes. Just saying. Like, look, listen. Florida is a nice place. And, you know what I mean? I have family that lives in Florida, as well as, my kung fu uncle who also lives in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm sure they would probably say the same thing, like, to people who are trying to move down to Florida, because one, I understand it's a tax-free state. You know what I'm saying? But if you wasn't born from there, like, you won't even able to handle, like, those crazy ass hurricane seasons down there, man. Like, real talk. Real fucking talk. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I mean? If you're comfortable in your deciduous habitat that you were born and raised in, like, why are you gonna fucking move just because of a punk ass storm? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like me, and like when King Sandy hit like Long Island and shit. Like, I'm like, you know what? I want to move down to Florida. Fuck this cold weather shit. I'm like, look, listen. If I would say this, if you were born and raised in Dominican Republic or any of these Caribbean places, I can understand that. But if you were born and raised in America just like me, what the fuck are you complaining about? You know what I mean? Like, only the weak complain about the smallest things, like, natural maintenance that nature has to offer, depending on what area that you live in. Like, for example, folks moved to fucking Texas, right? But little do they know that parts of Texas have a lot of floods. You know what I'm saying? As well as, like, hurricane disasters. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, listen. Listen, I don't know, but somehow, like, I'm immune to the cold. Although we all know that, you know what I'm saying, black folks were born in hot weather. But for me, I don't know. I guess I could say that I do enjoy the cold weather. I don't know if it's because I am psychotic and don't really give a fuck about the weather. But it's just like, it is what it is. Like, this is where I live at. Like, New York is one of those deciduous climates that, you know what I'm saying, that's gorgeous in all four seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it or leave it, but look, you could decide to move in a tax-free state, but you're still gonna have to adapt to some of the things that you're not used to while living in the South. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I say, like, if it was up to me, and if I was making more than six figures and all that shit, like, yeah, I could definitely picture myself like actually having, a nice quiet and secretive spot in the South. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, like, I'm from New York, motherfucker. Like, I was born and raised in Long Island. Like, this is what I know. This is the inhabitants that I lived on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta just roll with the punches, whatever nature gives you. Hey, listen, degenerate. Like, I don't care, man. I mean, to me as a New Yorker, like, I'm a survivalist. Like, so whatever weather that I'm in, regardless, like, I'm gonna fucking eat. Just like any other place in the United States, like, they're gonna eat regardless, no matter what like climate or environment you're in. You know what I mean? Either if it's in a tropical environment where it's always, warm and whatnot, like, either way, like, we're all prideful of where we came from. We are all prideful of where the fuck we came from. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I feel like if you're born and raised in whatever state you were from, like, you're gonna be prideful where you came from, because, you know what I mean, you grew up on certain things, you know what I mean, in the state, in whatever state you lived in. So I don't think that's a problem. Now, I will say it will become a problem when you don't learn how to turn off, like, habituary habits of your habitat. You know what I mean? Because you're in a whole new habitat. Yeah, the rules may be the same, but, you know what I mean? It's very different from every other fucking state. That's just my thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking nobody that enjoys the summer. I mean, I enjoy the summer too. Shit. I enjoy women, you know, getting all cute and wearing their best sundresses. You know what I mean? I love the summer, but the winter, let me tell you something, man. The winter is the only season that will make you fucking stronger. Because, yeah, it's cold. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But if you are, how can I put it? If you're someone like me who kind of live like this warrior type lifestyle, you know what I mean? You're not gonna care about what the season are. You know what I mean? Because you're a survivalist. You're gonna persevere through all four fucking seasons. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought. I don't know about everybody else's. Like I ain't trying to dictate nobody else's thoughts. You know what I mean? I only just speak critical facts. You know what I mean? About any other fucking season or any other state. You know what I mean? But it's just like, you know, I acknowledge the pros and cons of living in New York. Expensive as fuck, absolutely. But when I say that living in New York is not convenient, oh hell yeah, it's fucking convenient. You know, it may be convenient for you on where you live at. See, like for me, where I live at, like it's definitely convenient as fuck for me because one, I would say like 2 blocks from here, there's a supermarket. Now, you go a couple of blocks further, like you got yourself a deli, a laundromat, a pizza shop, as well as a salon shop, nail and salon, beauty salon, correction. Um, you know, and then you go further down south, like south of Brentwood Road, you gonna be in a whole nother fucking town. Well, correction, a whole nother hamlet. For those who don't know, hamlet is just a fancy term saying a village. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I mean? Like things, you live in a state or a particular spot in the state where it's very convenient for you, where you're just like, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Fuck that. Why? Just why? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna give a fuck as long as, you know what I mean, the travel is not too distant where I know it's gonna be painful and somewhat of an annoyance. But hey, you know what I mean? That annoyance starts to become normal. Yeah, that's a fact too, degenerate. Like, man, what? Like, it's like, no, but it would be even better. Like, you know what I mean? If you got yourself a nice fucking fireplace. I mean, I'm just saying, like, got yourself a nice fireplace. Fellas, you shouldn't have no problem inviting the chick over that you've been wanting to date, be significantly involved with, or want to marry. Like, shit. Who would want to dismiss just enjoying the company, or just, being by yourself and just enjoying the fight and just enjoying your nice fireplace? You know what I mean? Like you see in those old school movies or Western movies. You know what I mean? Like, but you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a con, because when you have a fireplace, people also forget this as well, that you know what? I need to stop drinking. I need to stop drinking this fucking vodka. Excuse me. Like, you gonna deal with that. You gonna deal with that cold front, because it is exposable. Because one, like, where else is the smoke gonna come out from? It's not gonna come out from inside, because damn sure, gonna have your neighbors thinking that your house is on fucking fire. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, it's like, and since we're on this topic, and this definitely goes in full rotation on what I'm trying to get at, is winter is here. Cuffing season is here. Y'all only got until fucking February until she decided that she wants to be a hoe during All-Star weekend. Like, look, listen, for the ladies that fucking hate me for saying that, like, who is in denial and can't really handle reality because their parent or parents couldn't handle fucking reality just like their parents, it becomes a habituary curse. A habituary curse. Niggas and my niggettes. It does. It really does, man. Listen, I would just say this. Being dolo is cool, but being dolo will also fuck you up in the worst way if you are, how can I put it? If you're not mindful that you're dolo. Because, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, dolo is the best way to be, because, women around these parts are not acting right. I get it. I hear you. Like, I'm not against that. But, like, let's be honest, man. Like, can you really live with yourself having one of your hands be your girlfriends and shit? I mean, I know I know I can't. But, like, hey, listen. Gotta get a nut off, you gotta get a nut off. Like, can't help it. But you know what I mean? As long as it helps you to come to your senses as a logical man, like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I would tell, young men out there, like, be mindful that being dolo can also be a detriment because, one, you've been dolo for a period of time, like, you forgot what it's like to be social with a female. Or, just female, the male or female ratio, period. You know what I'm saying? Because you just so focused on being dolo and being in your own world. And there's going to come a time where you have to be Doro. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with people, you know what I mean? You got to be social. When you don't want to deal with people, that's when, you know what I mean? You walk inside the sanctuary of your home. You know what I mean? That I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. But at least y'all are listening. at least at least you folks are fucking listening. And I hope y'all are learning something from these critical thinking skills that, men are naturally born to have, and all that. Of course, you know what I mean? There's always going to be pros and cons of being introverted. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be pros and cons. But if you know the pros of being an introvert and it attracts women, use it to your full advantage, but don't get blind by it. That's the only thing I could possibly say for, fellow introverts. Like, use that as your advantage, that, you know what I mean? Like, you just chill and you just out the way and not really trying to be controversial with all these, all these personalities and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a pro. It can only be a con when you doing some derelict shit. Oh shit! Part of my phone. But yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, use what you are, or who you are, correction, to your fully advantage, because you never know. You never know, man. Like, I'm not saying, like, get comfortable with the chase, because, the chase can get old and you just want to be, you just want a woman that you want to be comfortable and be around. You know what I'm saying? And this is just going back to also what I was speaking about. I say, what was it? 2 days ago? You know what I mean? About, like, how I was talking about, like, explaining, a chick said to me that all men were into the chase. But, like, that's only a certain percentage of men who love being chased. Now, I'm not saying all high value men, because, one, You know what I mean? I like to keep it balanced. And two, I'm not a high value nigga. So, you know what I mean? But I would say that though that comes with territory of being a high value dude. I mean, degenerate, I'm gonna just say this is a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword, I would say. Cause both ends of the spectrum could be good or bad. You know what I mean? Depending on like if you want a certain criteria of women thinking that you are a catch, you know what I'm saying? But I will also say that chasing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause let's think about it like this, man. Like, let's put it in this perspective. And I know if Absalon is still here with us, he will probably confirm it, you know, or any of y'all, you know what I mean, that actually have like a little boo thing or love interest, you know, who fucks with you the long way. But I definitely would say, you know what I mean, be mindful on the chase, and you know, also being the catch, because things can go south very fucking quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm definitely not gonna lie, man. Like, things can definitely go South Pole on a nigga or a niggette. You know what I mean? Because personal arrogance. You know what I mean? And don't think that arrogance is going to get them caught up one day. These are facts. These are absolutely facts. Absolutely facts. And you know, and listen, I'm not here to coach nobody. I ain't here for none of that. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Like, I feel like your biggest coach is the ones in your family. You know what I mean? Like your uncles and all that. Like, I'm just a messenger. You feel me? Like, I'm just a messenger. That's all that is to it. Like, you know what I mean? You could take it or leave the message that I relayed to you. You know what I mean? That's you. That's an individual choice. You know what I mean? I can't dictate and force you to drink the well of water that I gave you directions to. Like, nah. Absolutely, positively not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, yeah, it is a double-edged sword, man. Like, on how you look at things. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Some people can be ahead of their time because of them hanging around with older people that are wise. You know what I'm saying? You know, or the polar opposite, and what you gonna get? These goofy ass degenerates that are running around saying women ain't shit when knowing damn well they haven't looked at themselves at the fucking mirror and said to themselves that they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it or leave it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, facts are the facts. And I want to say don't be so nihilistic, Chi. Because you never know, man. You never know. I mean, you may have to go overseas, but that could also be cliche too. You know what I'm saying? I would just say, you know, for you, well, I would say just for me, like, you know what I mean? Just, you know, focus on your purpose. Because let me tell you something. When you focus on your purpose, you're going to attract the right one as well as the wrong one. But that's up to you as the man to see the red flags that they are giving out, or green flags. You know what I mean? Just a thought. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming to that point that, you know, all these .0 manosphere bitch ass niggas, they don't have a fucking clue what they really want, but they want to give everybody advice. See, that's the fucked up part about us men in our nature as men, because we're very selfless. We're very selfless to give people advice, but we're not the ones that are being a student of our own advice that we're projecting out. I mean, take it or leave it. Like I said before, I ain't here to coach nobody. I ain't here to dictate on how you should move. I'm just here to be the messenger. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, also an observer. You know what I mean? And I will always say never, man, because you never know. You didn't even give the woman who actually liked you, but you were too busy chasing these so-called tens. Matter of fact, let me just be realistic about it. So-called tens, and it's like, just remember, a six can actually upgrade to a 7 or better. You know what I mean? With some positivity and some encouragement. That's all it takes. Because, like, one, if you want a woman to follow your lead shit, like, you as a man got to set that example. If you want her to move how you move, like, Like, you know what I mean? You can just, it's like, I don't know how to put it, man. Like, it's like folks want to complain that there are not a lot of Keishas, you know what I mean? Which is true. But you also got to remember, like, a lot of these Keishas got fucked over. And this is the product of the women that we men are facing now. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? But, you know, this is one thing that the advisor, drop some gems on me and Juan G's. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to mold yourself a Keisha. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Like, I love me a Keisha. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, I love me a Keisha. You know what I mean? If she, you know what I'm saying? If she got qualities that stands out from, from the beauty. Now, I'm not saying that, look past her beauty. You know what I'm saying? Because we have been emasculated to that point of just, well, I mean, Wacky, I'm gonna just say it like this, man. I'm gonna just say it like this. To the man whoever molded Akeisha to what on who they are now, like good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Now for the bad side, like who mold them into, emotionally damaged Keishas, like I would definitely say, step as far away from them. But like, if her good traits, if her good qualities overweigh the bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you gotta be a businessman. You gotta be a businessman. Like, you know what I mean? Or you just gotta let them know up, or let them know up front. Like, okay, this is what I cannot tolerate. Now, if you are that, now I'm not gonna dismiss you like like a bad taxi cab and shit. But like, if your qualities overweighs the bad, you know what I mean? I can work with you. You know what I mean? I could enhance you on being a better person, but you as an individual gotta come to a realization that, and not just, just women, but us as brothers. You know what I mean? We gotta come to a realization that you want to change, a positive change for yourself, for the better, not just for the sake of women, but for the sake of you as the individual that, sleep, eats, and shit in the vessel that you're in. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been blabbering too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said before, like, can't handle the realness. Like, I understand. But some way, somehow, when you get in those situations, you know what I mean? You're gonna listen to what the fuck I'm gonna say. Because it's not coming from a place of deceiving anybody, it's coming from a place of understanding. So remember that. But damn, we're already up to an hour? Shit. See, it's funny how times fly when you just like, you know what I mean? Just on critical thinking mode. But I like to think all the brothers, unfortunately we didn't have a lot of ladies, but I guess because I'm not on no dumb shit, uh you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? Like I accept, those, you know what I mean, even if it's like male viewers that are watching and, you know what I mean, understand, you know what I mean? Like just trying to soak up as much jewels as they can. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, Callie Jane? What's going on? What's going on? And in case I don't know if you know Callie, but it's a Demon Prince's birthday. Yes, I have made it to 34. Made it to 34. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. See, the thing is, I don't know. Maybe because this is just me and just only me, but I embrace, like, once I get older, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I lived my life the way I lived it without, you know what I'm saying? Being regretful. Now, I will say, like, you know what I mean? Like everybody, when you're by yourself and you're in deep thought and overanalyze things, like, yeah, you're gonna feel like, oh man, like I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that. But you know what I mean? Always remember this. The things that you did back then, what you could have done, like, it's not too late. But you also have to be grateful for all those, life lessons that made you the adult who you are now, male and female. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, Callie. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, only you can determine on how you want to continue on living your adulthood. You know what I mean? Until you get into seniority status. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you lived your life and how, you know what I mean, how open-minded you are. Because what I'm saying, like, everybody says they're the master, but they don't acknowledge that they were once upon a time a student. You know what I mean? So always embrace being that student, because there's a lot of shit that you don't know that I want to be put on game to. Like I said before, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. I know some people who got thin skin can handle this form of realness, but for those who are listening, I salute y'all. You know what I'm saying? I salute y'all all the fucking way. Thank you. Thank you. At least I know I'm not sounding crazy on what I'm saying. I know I'm not crazy because I mean, like, oh man, shit. Times it. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit to midnight, and let me see. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Yeah, like 8 minutes. 8 minutes until we are on to the new day. We are no longer doing my birthday. But hey, listen, you know what? Some people like to celebrate their birthday all fucking month. So I think I should do the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, still Capricorn season, motherfucker. So I don't give two shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm proud enough to say that I'm glad to be alive and not dealing with no type of dumb shit. Even though, you know, the dumb shit is gonna pop up either way, but it's just how you handle whatever life throws at you. You know what I'm saying? Because people can't tell you shit when you stand in your square and whatever life gives you. Now, the only time that people got a lot of shit to say is when you say one thing, but then you wasn't sticking to your fucking square. Like most of these goofy ass point oh niggas, you know what I mean? But I think I said enough. And dang, an hour. Now I haven't been checking how many likes I got. And honestly, like, look, I always say this. I'm always grateful for those who actually fuck with me and actually listen and understand what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. I don't really give a fuck about how many likes I have. Do I look like a fucking female to you, my nigga? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know what I mean? Like I said, or like anybody would say, like, you know what I mean? If you do something, let it grow. Eventually, like, things are gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping off the, you know, not having a lot of people here, because one, like, a lot of these people are paying for fucking bots to make it feel like there are a lot of viewers. Let's keep that in mind. This is the same shit that the music industry uses too with their artists when they're not doing too good with the sales. This is very fucking true. You know what I mean? But I'm just glad to see another day, man. I'm just glad to see another day where I don't want to put this in the universe, but regardless, the universe is going to test me what morals that I stand by, and you know, uh, just gotta stay ready for whatever comes your fucking way that the universe just throws at you, folks. And don't just like do the fucking crybaby on the fucking floor and shit, cause the universe just did something and you don't roll with the punches and punch the fucking universe out its fucking orbit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing. That's one thing that people need to keep in mind, man. You know, what itty bitty thing that would just take you off your game, just remember, bounce back and punch that motherfucker in its shit. Now I know that sounds for some people crazy. You know what I mean? Sounds radical, but you know what I mean? In times that we live in, man, like you gotta just set the record straight and set a point or get a point across that, you know what I mean? Society got soft. And the ones that are leading society to tough times are the ones that are soft motherfuckers. Again, take it or leave it. But at least listen what the fuck I got to say. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the 6 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know this ain't what y'all are used to seeing on, you know, Black YouTube. Whole bunch of fucking gossip and all that shit. Listen. I'll get my take on the fucking tea and shit, but I'm not gonna, you know, girl, I wanna dive in and that shit. Nah, I'm not gonna dive in that shit. Like, the fuck for? You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying, you want some fucking gossip to happen about you and shit. And let me say this up front. You know, cause you know, folks are probably still gonna put this on my head, like, but you said this, that, and the third about this individual. No, I was talking about folks in general that like to say they one thing, but then like a couple of days later, the whole nother fucking character. And y'all seen it. Like, I don't have to explain that shit to y'all. Y'all seen it. But that's enough about that, man. Like, big shout outs to, matter of fact, let's do the roll call before I, you know, hibernate on this font, hibernate and all that good shit. Big up to Bianchi. Big up to the wacky world of old TV, better known as Wacky. Big up to, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My southern hip hop enthusiasts, you know what I mean? Tampa Preem. You know what I'm saying? And of course, big shout out to Bronzeberg. Bronzeberg. Sorry about that. Sorry. You know, I've been drinking. Y'all seen it. Y'all saw me take. Y'all saw me take a fucking swig. Like I'm a samurai retainer and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, big shout out to another fellow New York native, Absalom Pianki TV. Big shout outs to him for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Degenerate Sharagon. And can't forget the lovely and dovely Callie Jane 79. Thank you, love. Thank you. You have been a very, very big supporter of my channel. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, big shouts to everybody that that decided to fuck with my channel. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Although this channel here has been around since shit. I would say back in '08. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Thank you. Big shout outs to all of y'all popping up, showing me love. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I will catch y'all while y'all live and show my love and support. You know what I'm saying? But all good things must come to an end. But that don't mean that it's permanently over. You're always gonna catch me whenever I pop up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Have a good night. I'm taking my drunk ass. Well, I need to devour this meal that Mama Oni cooked for me for my birthday that she put outstanding effort in of cooking me a birthday meal. Matter of fact, hold on. I don't even know if I want to show this because it's not really, advertised material. But you know what? Just for the sake of her actually cooking a meal. Now, not to say that she doesn't cook a meal, every night, but this is my meal. Some steak, rice, shrimp, and vegetables. Hey, listen. Food is the key to my black demon ass heart. Okay? Alright. But wow, we got 3 viewers. Shit. Like stop it. Don't play with me. Like, I could just go on until, like, you know what I mean, we just start popping up, but I got priorities tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I will make my return Saturday, probably Friday night. Most definitely Friday night, since it's a nigga's birthday month. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and not only that, my niece, my firstborn niece, will be turning 8 next month. So yeah. So get y'all little birthday shout outs, to the niece. Y'all seen her. She popped up. You know what I'm saying? On streams. And let me just say like this. Anybody thinks that they're gonna dox me because I got my nieces my nieces my nieces and my nephews, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck. That just tells me that you just a bitch ass, cunt ass, hoe ass, goofy ass, no spine ass, I don't get no dick or pussy ass individual. Because I'm always fucking mad at the fucking world and shit. Because my mama and daddy didn't raise me fucking right. You know what I'm saying? I know that was the longest disrespectful insult, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Because one, none of these folks are not that crazy enough of getting their throat punched in by me. And these are facts. These are facts. So listen, I don't give a fuck if you a chick. Some of you chicks really do need a reality check when you're stepping towards an actual man. See, I don't discriminate. Hands are rated E for everybody. Anybody can get it. Just saying. So, me with all that, oh, you a woman beater. Nah. You step to me like a man, I'ma fuck you up like one. Ladies. Along with these bitch ass niggas that you cling on to and shit. Like, nah. I'm really not the one you really want to test in any shape or form. That goes for ladies and gentlemen. Because let me tell you something. Like I said before, bragging about that your hands are decent doesn't cut it for me. Because you're going to need to be extremely skillful and accurate when you're fucking with somebody or trying to cross hands with somebody like me. Like literally. I don't just toot my own horn. I just tell it like it is. Like, I will fuck you up. I literally will fuck you up. But, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be peaceful. Because I lived a good and bad and ugly life. Okay? So, anything that you try to doxiate about me, like, I don't give a fuck. That just shows me that you just a punk bitch. Yeah, exactly, Wacky. I will fuck them up Long Island style. It's like, and I'm not just tuning my fuck. Like I said, like, I'm very quiet, but don't test me. Because next thing you know, like, you get really, really disrespectful. I'm gonna be very disrespectful on your ass whooping. I'll probably knock your ass out, then drop a medicine ball on your fucking chest while you're unconscious. Please do not play with me. I'm not wrapped too tight. And it's like, again, folks like to think that they're big and bad online until real life, all that goes out the fucking window. Then you just a textbook nerd, I was just joking. Nah, you woke up the sleeping demon. Now you gonna catch this ass whooping by this demon. Or any other demon. Or angel. Or you know, or God body. Just be careful. Just be careful, because let me tell you something. Some people just don't see what's coming to them unpredictably because they want to run their fucking mouth online. Like the universe ain't watching. Like, oh, okay. So you think you're big and bad? Well, let me put that true grit. Your true grit to the test. Let's see what happens. See, let me tell you something. The universe don't sleep. The universe don't fucking sleep. You can get it like the chicken pox. But hey, like I said before, man, like some people just stay in a fucking lane and learn not to be controversial, because when it comes to controversy, you gotta stand on it. If you don't stand on it, then you just a punk fucking bitch. Oh yeah, no, I'm talking in general, Wacky. Always. You know what I mean? This goes out for males and females. Like, you do not want to be a punk. You do not want somebody to call you a fucking punk bitch just because you said one thing and then now you want to wave the fucking white flag. No, stand on your disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, stand on your disrespect. Stand in your square. If you can't do that, then shut the fuck up. There is no need for you to be breakdancing in no goddamn fucking online purge. Because let's be honest, a lot of you folks are not going to meet up and actually knuckle up like men would do. So I ain't trying to hear all that dumb shit. So with that being said, I'm taking my ass to sleep. And y'all have a glorious fucking night. I mean, for those who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those who celebrate strictly Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa to all my Nubian people. You know what I'm saying? And that's straight like that. But peace and love and all fucking pettiness. But just remember, your hands are rated E for everybody that's willing to test you. But anywho's, I'm out. Peace, y'all. And y'all have a good Thursday night. And we gone.